This is Nancy. Today is April 28th, 2015. I'm interviewing Mr. Benjamin Franklin for Mr. Dowell's class. How you doing today, Mr. Franklin?
Very well. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Mr. Franklin, can you please tell me your date of birth?
My date of birth is January 17th, 1706.
And what is Benjamin Franklin best known for?
Well, I'm best known for my experiments with electricity as a scientist, but also as a writer and most known for Poor Richard's Almanac.
Oh, that's a book. I'm going to have to look that up.
No, you should.
Why did you earn the title as to one of the four founder fathers?
I was one of the four who drafted the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States.
And Mr. Franklin, what other jobs have you held?
Some of the ones people hardly mention are bookkeeper, shopkeeper, and currency cutter. Just to mention a few.
Mr. Franklin, can you tell me what the word junto means to you?
Well, Junto was a social and self-improvement that means study group for young men.
Isn't that a Spanish word?
Yes, it means together.
So where do you go to school?
I went to Boston Latin School for 2 years.
You returned back to America in 1785 after almost a decade. Where were you?
In France, it was my adept diplomacy that led to the peace treaty with England in 1873.
Well, Mr. Franklin, we've talked about your success. What about your failures?
Do not fear mistakes. You will know failures. Continue to reach. One of my failures was a magazine that failed.
And what do you, or what are some of the things that you leave to us now in 2015?
My face on the $100 bill, but also I founded universities and libraries, the post office. I have shaped the foreign policy of the flooding United States and the Declaration of Independence, newspapers and the Franklin stove, bifocals and yes, electricity. For all this and more, I have earned the title as the first American.
Well, Mr. Franklin, it's a pleasure to have you with us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.